life is just not going to just be grandiose all the time and easy and flowy. It's going to be difficult at some times, and you have to know where your safe spaces are. Whether that is locking yourself in the restroom, turning off the lights, maybe lighting a candle and just sitting on the floor. Bitch, I've been there.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD.
Hello guys, welcome to As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. That is me, that is she. I am where I want to be. How are you guys doing today? Me, you ask? I am doing very well, okay? I'm feeling very peaceful, very calm, very going with the flowing. And, it's really exciting to start an episode without extreme anxiety. So, that's good. That's really good. First time listeners, how you doing? How you guys doing? I hope you stay. Returning listeners, how you doing? Okay. So today we are going to talk about safe spaces. This year has been hard. And if you are a returning listener or a consistent listener, you know that. It's been very, very difficult for me. I lost my job in May. And with losing my job, a lot of shit got messed up. Girl, my phone got cut off. Okay, stop. What? That's not funny, bitch. I didn't have any insurance. When you don't got insurance, what happens? Your registration is suspended. So things were heavy. Things have been heavy. They still kind of are, because I'm still picking up the pieces from what happened. And it's not an easy job. So my mental health was not the best before that happened. So you could only imagine how terrible it was during. I was fucking crying every day. I was waking up super anxious. I was not really able to go to sleep. I feel like I was just closing my eyes every day because I was so nervous as to what would happen the next day. Like, what bad news was I going to get the next day? What was going to happen? So I lived in a constant state of anxiety. I felt just in a loop. Girl, like just nothing seemed to get better. So in that time, I had to rely on my safe spaces. For some of us, safe spaces are in people. Some of our safe spaces are in places, and some of our safe spaces could be in both, like myself. Safe spaces allow you to show up authentically you. You don't have to be anything the world requires you to be. You're showing up without any expectation, without any pressure to be happy, to be sad, to be anything, to be smart, to be just, you can be you. And I had to lean on my safe spaces more than I ever had, because that was the first time I've ever been unemployed since I was 17 years old. I'm 28 now. So I had to really lean on the people that love me and know me and care for me without me being anybody. I had to lean on the places that show up for me without me having to do anything. I spent a lot of time at the park. I spent a lot of time in nature. Because no matter what, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Like, seriously, the sun is going to come out. Whether you're sad, whether you're happy, where you got money, you got a job, you're unemployed, the sun is going to come out. And I had to rely on any and everything that I know was consistent. That includes people. That includes places. Because I didn't have anything. Oh my God, bitch, you're not going to cry. This was not supposed to be a sad episode. Please save it, ho. That's me talking to me. Anyways. I wasn't talking to you guys. But I didn't have anything to give. You know, I didn't have emotional support to give anybody. I didn't have money. I didn't have anything to offer anyone. So I just needed to be around people that were just like, I'm here and we can sit and just exist. I'm not asking anything of you. And this is not a time where I'm trying to say, oh, the real ones stay down, the fake ones fall off. It's not the time for that for me specifically, because I do need the ones that are going to be there when I'm up too. The fuck? You know, I need people in all stages of my life. But I realized where my safe spaces were. Life is just not going to just be grandiose all the time and easy and flowy. It's going to be difficult at some times, and you have to know where your safe spaces are. Whether that is locking yourself in the restroom, turning off the lights, maybe lighting a candle and just sitting on the floor. Bitch, I've been there. I've been there so many times. I love going to the park, making myself a little picnic, have my honey roasted cashews, my speaker, maybe a little joint, and people watching. And just looking at the green grass and enjoying my music, you know, or I love a bubble bath. I love a hot ass bubble bath with my iPad, a cute vlog going on, candles, of course, oils in the bath so my skin feels soft as it's soaking in the water. Like, that is fun to me. Like, those are safe spaces to me. Those are spaces that I don't need much to go to. Or like my friend Jessica or my partner, my brother, like I'll pull up to my brother's house and we will just sit there and just talk shit. Literally, that's it. We don't spend a dime. Don't even turn on the TV. We don't have to show up any kind of way. I don't have to be smart around him. I don't have to say the right thing. I think some people are conditioned to think that we have to be in a constant state of challenge to grow. And sometimes we just need to lean on our grandmother's bosom and to just feel safe. Calm our nervous system. Close our eyes and just feel the squish of her left tit. Right? I think we underestimate the value in stillness and quiet and slowness. I think I've come up with some of my best performing videos when I've been on a walk. I'm just walking around the neighborhood, looking crazy, bonnet on. Oh my God. This guy, he was so cute in high school. Oh my God. He was so cute. Why did he tell my best friend, I saw Asia walking down the street and her bonnet on the other day. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And it wasn't like the cute bonnet. It was the funky holes in the bonnet. Girl, like the one you used in the shower. I was like, oh my God. And I was looking, I know exactly what day it was. I was looking a mess. I don't think I even brushed my teeth, girl. So, but that's neither here nor there. I like those moments because they don't require much, but you get so much out of them. You get so much from being able to hear your own voice, and to hear your own voice sometimes, and it's been every time with me, I've had to be in a safe environment. Because when I'm around people that I know don't like me, we think people like us because they invite us to the party. They extend the invitation for brunch. They comment on your pictures saying, oh my God, you're so lit. Let's hang out. I have some news for you, girl. That don't mean they like you. Because have you ever been around someone that invited you out, told you they want to kick it with you, and you're like, oh my God, you don't like me? So we put ourselves in that place. Maybe this is the first time you've peeped that person didn't like you. But you want friends. You want people to be around. You don't want to be alone. So you continue to hang around that person. And you know they don't like you. This whole time, you know they do not like you. But you keep showing up. And I'm only speaking for myself. So if you guys can relate, come on, girl. When I've known someone didn't like me, and I kept showing up, my anxiety would be on fucking 10. The voices in my head would be so damn loud. Oh, should I not say this? Should I not act like this? Because like, should I? Oh my God. That's not safe. I didn't think I was going to tell this story, but here I am. An example of when that has happened to me. There was a guy that I liked a lot for some years. And I never said anything, right? Like it was just a cute distance thing. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I just didn't. I don't know what it was. Anyways, that doesn't matter. We finally started talking. But for some reason, I would always feel this pit in my stomach every time we had a conversation. I had extreme anxiety anytime he would message me. Like it felt like something was going to happen all the time. And I would behave so chaotically with him. I would block him. I would unblock him, block him again, unblock him. And I remember him asking me like, what the fuck is going on? And I was just like, I don't feel safe here. This is just not a place where I feel like I can just let my hair down and trust that you're going to be a good person. And I hate to make these accusations towards him because I still to this day really don't know him. And this was years and years ago. I just couldn't pinpoint why this did not feel right. And I just had to listen to myself. And I remember him being like, okay, like you're fucking weird. Like he just thought I was weird about it. And I had to be okay with him thinking that I was weird for that. Because it wasn't because I didn't like him. But I just didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. And I just didn't want to give him a chance to prove me in my spirit right in the physical realm. So I'm just like, I'm good. I'm so good. And I thank myself so much for moments like that, for moments where I'm like, I don't need proof. I don't need physical proof why this isn't right for me. I just feel that it isn't right, and I want to honor that feeling. That, when I'm able to do that, that's when I'm most proud of myself. Because there's been so many times that I've tried to trick my brain into thinking that I'm crazy, in which maybe I am. Actually, I am. I also talked about on my TikTok how I'm making the decision to cut my parents off. And it's not a real thing for real, because we don't really talk that much. I probably see my mom maybe once a year. I probably talk to her maybe 3 times a year. Like, it's not going to be too much of a difference in my life, but it's just hard because it's really closing this chapter. And oh God. Okay. So when I'm talking about safe spaces, I can't help but to think about the people that are consistent and who show up. And my parents cannot get that pass just because they're my parents. You know, I don't need you anymore. I don't need you to stay alive. I'm a grown adult now. So you have to show up in a different way for me as an adult. And I have requirements for the people that are in my life, and I cannot just let you have that pass just because you're my mom. I can't let you have that pass just because you're my dad. And when you say you're going to show up for something and you don't, as a friend or as a partner, you're getting dumped. You get what I'm saying? Like, you guys, if someone were to invite you on a date, you show up to that date, they don't show up, that's the last time you will be speaking to them. Them making empty promises, specifically my mom, she loves an empty promise. Them making empty promises, it's the same thing. You know, it's like, you didn't show up for this date. You bailed on me. And I cannot trust you. And in safe spaces, you need trust. And the people close to me have to be a safe space, because this world is ugly, and they will remind you that you ain't shit. You go to work one day, everybody's kikiing with you. The next day, you're fired. You're done. They don't care. So the people around you have to feel safe. They have to. And guys, if you're in a position where you cannot really make that decision, whether you're around people who are safe or not, because maybe you financially rely on somebody, specifically your parents, control what you can, right? Like, let's say your parents get on your motherfucking nerves, but they provide a roof over your head. Your friends all need to be safe spaces. You can't have no fake ass hoes around you, okay? You can't afford it. Maybe later when you're up and out the house. Maybe you could afford maybe 1 or 2 chaotic people. Right now you can't, okay? Even if it's one friend, safe space. If you don't have your own room, find somewhere outside where you can just sit under a tree, and that is your safe space. So every day when you need to feel safe, or every day, maybe multiple times a day, you know that there's a tree that you can sit at. We need to make sure we carve out that time where we can just be us. No expectation, not being picked apart. Nobody's asking you too many motherfucking questions. You know, I hate a motherfucking question. Why are you wearing this? Why are you acting like this? Why? These people just accept you. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? And that's it.